animal training, and I'm here to help you train your dogs and cats to be therapy animals and adventure pets. Today, Cora and I are going to be covering some last-minute tips to help your pet stay safe and calm during the upcoming Halloween festivities. Remember, if you have questions, you can feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll answer them all live as we go. All right. Halloween is just a few days away, and while it's my favorite holiday and I think super fun for most of us, all of the costumes, decorations, and visitors can make it pretty overwhelming for our pets. So we're going to dive into a few things you can do today and in the next 3 days to get your pet ready for Halloween. First of all, you want to start increasing exercise now. One of the best ways to help keep your pet calm is to burn off some of their excess energy. Today and over the next couple of days, see if you can fit in a little bit of extra exercise, a few extra walks, some indoor play, a bit of tug or fetch, practicing recall or your tricks that you're working on. Building up a little bit of an exercise hangover can help your pet to stay more relaxed as things get busier. This isn't a long-term solution, of course, because just like with humans, if we increase our exercise and then maintain that increased level of exercise, we build up endurance, right? So if we increase exercise today and over the next few days and then keep maintaining that level of exercise for the rest of your pet's life, you're just going to make them have higher endurance, and it's not going to be as handy. So a little bump up in the exercise and then go back to normal after the holiday. Don't forget that go back to normal part. Make sure you're practicing with your costumes. Cora here, you can see, is like almost asleep wearing her pig costume. She actually already wore it for our trunk or treat on Saturday. We've been doing some training in it already. You want to make sure your pet is familiar with your costume and as comfortable in it as possible. Put it on for short periods, reward with treats, keep them moving so they're a little distracted by it. This is what we can practice once they're comfortable in it. And if you do that over the next few days, by Halloween, it's going to feel a lot more familiar and they'll be more comfortable wearing it for those longer stretches. If you're planning on going trick-or-treating with your family, doing a little photo shoot with your pet, or even just having them in their costume while you're passing out candy at home. Also, when Halloween rolls around this Thursday, make sure you plan out your meal times and potty breaks for your pet. This might not be something that you're thinking about just yet, but you might want to consider adjusting your pet's meal schedule on Halloween. If you feed them a little bit earlier than normal, you can ensure that they have time for a nice, calm, and relaxed potty break before the trick-or-treaters descend on your neighborhood. And don't forget that not every neighborhood trick-or-treats on Halloween. So if there is a different time, maybe it's going to be Friday after Halloween, maybe it's over the weekend. You want to make sure you know that so that you can plan to get your pet outside, get in a nice potty break, get their meal in even earlier than that, so they're on empty when trick-or-treating begins, and you don't have to be in and out of the house with your pet when there's a lot of activity that might scare them or overwhelm them, especially if you haven't been exposing them to costumes and things like that. It might be a little bit much for your pet. So not just thinking about a potty break before trick-or-treating begins, but even thinking about your meal time so that you can really make sure that they've emptied the tank before trick-or-treating begins. Also, make sure that you're setting up a safe space ASAP, today, tomorrow, at least the day before Halloween if possible. You want to create that quiet, cozy space in your home where your pet can go if they do get overwhelmed, too excited, distracted, scared, whatever it might be. It could be a crate, it could be a quiet, cat-safe room, or a corner with their favorite bedding toys, like this corner right here. If you set this up now, they'll get used to the area and can settle in easily when Halloween night arrives, right? Look at Cora. She is in this office frequently. She hangs out in that corner bed. She's clearly comfortable. She's not in a place command at all. She's just chilling on the bed because it's her spot to go and be calm and cozy whenever we're in this room. Remember also for cats, if you set up a calm and cozy space for them, that's great, but leave their bedding unwashed between today and Halloween. Familiar scents are really comforting to cats, so we want to make sure that we don't do like a full bedding wash right before Halloween. If you're having a party and you're inviting people over, you may want to wash your dog's bedding or some of your cat's bedding, but again, for cats, they do best with bedding that smells like them. Comforting and familiar, so we want to make sure we leave at least some of their bedding unwashed so that they can be as calm and cozy as possible. If you are planning to leave your pet at home while you go out and trick or treat or go to a different Halloween party away from your house, you may want to have some distractions lined up just because there may be extra noise and stuff going on in your neighborhood that might disrupt your pet's normal routine. Make sure you get everything set up today or over the next couple days. Maybe you're going to leave on your TV or some music for your pet. You want to make sure that there's no auto shut off, right? Because that will defeat the whole purpose of leaving it on. So make sure you take a look at that. Maybe turn it on and leave it on for a while to make sure it doesn't automatically turn off mid-evening before trick-or-treating is over. You also probably want to freeze a few treats right now. Maybe you have a Kong that you can fill with some peanut butter and treats, or even just moisten some of your pet's normal food, pop it in their food bowl, and freeze the whole thing to give them something to focus on, to put their energy into on Halloween. You might even just use a puzzle feeder. Maybe it's a ball or a Kong wobbler that your pets can bat around to get the treats or their entire diet out of. Getting that prepared now makes it a lot easier on Halloween. You can just grab it as soon as they need that distraction and you'll be good to go. So think about that and maybe plan on a whole meal happening during trick-or-treating and doing that potty break after trick-or-treating is over. Or maybe you're doing your meal earlier in the day, right? So they can get that potty break in and you're just going to use a few treats so they don't have to go potty from this distraction. And you've got time still to work on relaxation. If you have 30 minutes today or over the next couple of days where you're going to be able to sit still for 30 minutes, you can work on sitting on the leash. If you have more time, you can even work on the calm down. Once Halloween rolls around, for sure try to squeeze in a sitting on the leash drill before trick-or-treating begin. These little drills help them to stay calm and help them to calm themselves back down when all those distractions of the trick-or-treaters ringing the doorbell or having a Halloween party or whatever it may be come around. So you still have time to squeeze in a little bit of training before Halloween gets here. And I can't recommend relaxation drills enough. If there's only one thing you have time for, I would make it be that, okay? Practice some relaxation drills, and especially on the day of. So Halloween's almost here. It's certainly time to think about it. Make sure that you have a plan in place so that you and your pets can have a safe and fun Halloween. Don't forget to start today, especially if you haven't gotten that costume on your pet yet, so that by Halloween night, your pets are ready for a calm and happy evening. Thanks so much for tuning in live, you guys. I'll see you next week. We're switching our training tips to Mondays now, so make sure you tune in live on Monday evenings. Feel free to share any questions or updates here in the comments, and I'll make sure to circle back to them in one of our upcoming lives. Have a great night, everybody.